Everybody's got that friend that wants to go on and on about the performance of their motorcycle, and you end up thinking, I really don't give a fork. But when you're talking about front suspension, that's probably one of the most important things. So let's dive into what makes that tech really talk on the road. To start off with, we really need to think about the basic composition of a fork. So you have a tube that is actually full of fluid, which also has a spring, spacer, and a variety of other different valving pieces in there. And what it does is it moves forward and backward, basically telescoping to create the damping and spring characteristics you expect out of the front suspension. So you want to absorb bumps and potholes and a variety of other things. In a standard fork, what you have is you have everything kind of down on this lower section with this cast aluminum piece at the bottom, the steel stanchions at the top, and very limited configuration. You can put things like valving adjustments and a variety of other different characteristics in it, but it's really a very common, unsophisticated fork, which makes it easy to produce and gives you the results that you really need for a basic ride. So when you switch it up to an inverted fork, you basically take that composition and put it on its head. So while this is still a fully fluid reservoir, you take the aluminum piece and you move it up to the top, and what that does is extends the actual capacity for the fork itself, and it also increases the amount of overlap between the steel section and the aluminum section, increasing the stiffness. It also makes it easier to configure with adjustments for damping and rebound, and then it also increases the strength down near the axle side so you can have stronger brake mounting points, and it reduces the amount of weight that actually happens on the wheel. So everything moves a little bit further up. You increase the stiffness of the actual aluminum tube on the top, the stiffness of the overall fork, and the responsiveness actually suspends less weight off the front wheel, making it easier for it to respond to and giving you greater levels of performance.